All right, Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh Shai.
Call halal Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. All right, we on the way in transit to class. All right, brothers, want to introduce yourselves?
Brother Kawhi.
Khan, it's the brother I know from GMS Dallas Camp. Just wanted to go in through the spirit on a topic that kind of came across a few days ago. You know, going into how our two ways out of here, meaning this hellhole that you know is America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures, is either through death, you know, because these devils, all right, and 2/3 of our people are going to deliver us up to be destroyed, all right. But a majority of us are going to be delivered, man. When I say us, I mean the hopeful elect. All right, the 144,000, they're going to get out of here. A majority by way of the so-called UFOs, man, the chariots, all right, of the Heavenly Father. All right, there's going to be a few of us that's going to die on this side, all right, due to being martyrs and testifying. You know what I'm saying? In the name of the Heavenly Father. All right. Matter of fact, we'll get that one in Revelation 11 first. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau's wrath, all right, is already kindled, all right, against the men of the Lord, because he knows that his kingdom is about to fall. Is crumbling before his hands, man. It's crumbling. He got the world in his hands, and the world in his hands are crumbling, man. All right. So let's go ahead and pull that one in Revelation chapter 11.
This is Revelation chapter 11. Where do you want me to start, Baba Kashad?
Where it says, verse 18.
All right, right.
They love not their they love not their lives unto death.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 18.
12 and 11. Salak.
Okay, kind of.
I got you right here if you want to read it.
I got it right here. All right, the water. All right, this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 11. It says, and they overcome him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto death. Right.
You see that? They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. So by the blood of the Lamb, by the sacrifice that Yahweh Shai made, we're going to overcome this world, man. Okay? We already have overcome the world, because Yahweh Shai he said it. He said it in the scriptures that he's overcome the world. All right? So all we got to do is follow after him. All right, and we're going to be good to go. You see? But it says, those that love not their lives unto death, meaning some men had to die, man. Okay? Matter of fact, that's in Sirach chapter 40, verse 3.
41.
Well, was it 41?
One of the two. 4 and 1.
Yeah. Pull it, whatever you're talking about, because the one where it goes into the death of the wicked, and the same chapter that says the wicked are going to complain of the ungodly father. If that's 41, we can pull it.
Nah,
yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, kind of is.
So it's like probably about around verse 4.
It's verse 7.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and pull it.
Hey, this is Ecclesiastes 41. I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, the children will complain of it.
No. Go to verse 4 though, where it talks about how the death of a man that's basically catching hell ain't as bad as a man that's rich.
All right, verse 4, it says, and why art thou against the pleasure? Well, that's not it.
Go up to verse
3
to verse 1 where it say. Let me see there. Oh death, how bitter is it? No, I'll say verse 2, brother. It's verse 2.
All right, this is Ecclesiastes 41, verse 2. It says, "O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the needy." Salakia.
You see that? The needy. And if you go to Matthew chapter 5, it talks about the Beatitudes. Blessed are the poor. All right. Blessed are the meek. You see, for they shall inherit the kingdom, man.
Right.
All right. And so read that again.
It says, "O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the needy, and unto him whose strength faileth, that is now in the last age, and his vexed with all things, and to him that desireth, that despaireth and hath lost patience.
Right. Have we not been vexed? Okay. Have we not been basically tormented mentally here? All right, by being suppressed, our spirits being suppressed with these wicked ass jobs, these women over us, man. This backward society, westernization in full effect, with homosexuality mixed in. All right, messing with our spirits, man. Satan and these demons trying to come and basically bug us out. You know what I'm saying? As we continue to fight. Well, guess what, man? The sentence of death is acceptable. You see, to a man that's catching hell.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Because we're what? They're the righteous are able to rest. All right, we're able to rest, man. And so let's go ahead and go. Okay.
All right. This is
Revelation.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 7. It says, "Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart." Right.
Which make it mad enough to meaning crazy, because this is translated by basically in Britain or in Great Britain, when they mad, they'd say mad is like crazy. Matter of fact, you got the you have the Hebrew word. Can you go into it on that app or no?
I can go with it on
let's go ahead and get that word real quick if it's not too much. And then you got that other one, the Revelation help.
Revelation 18.
Yeah, either that one and then we get 20.
Which one you want?
Well, we can get both. We're gonna get both of them.
I'll
Matter of fact, let's do 20 for. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Let's do 20 first.
You want me to get the word?
Yeah, go ahead and get that word real quick.
This is mad. H1984 is Allah.
Halal.
It says to shine. So like it. Pull the right one.
Yeah, sometimes it'll kind of throw you off, but if it's the right one, we gotta go with it. If that's the one,
it says
halal, right?
Halal,
which means what? Praise. You know what I'm saying? To shine. Go ahead.
To be boastful.
Mm-hmm.
Boaster. To praise. Be commended. Because we are mad for this truth. Because everything is done through the strength and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. And what did he say? That he'll, loosely paraphrasing, he'll make the things of he'll make the small of this world confound the wise. Loosely paraphrasing, if I said that properly.
Yeah, the foolishness of this world, of us preaching it. Well, us preaching this foolishness unto these people, basically. But yeah, when you go into this oppression that we're under, man, it really does take a toll on our spirits. All right, so let's go ahead and get that in Revelation chapter 20.
This is Revelation 20.
Speak up.
This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. It says, "And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua."
You see that? So certain souls are going to be beheaded. All right, for what? The witness. All right, for the testimony. All right, of Yahushua. You see that? So certain men are going to have to suffer death. Right? Is there more? Go ahead.
And we're beheaded for the witness of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, in which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads.
Right, because they didn't worship Esau. Or I'm sorry, the beast, the image of the beast, which is the New World Order. All right, but they didn't worship Esau's ideologies. They didn't basically follow what Esau said by saying bow down unto these other gods. Okay, read that verse again, Babu Kusha.
From the top.
Read that verse again.
The whole verse?
Oh, that was the whole verse.
You want me to read the whole verse?
That part that you just read.
Okay, all right. And which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, or in their hands.
Right, and the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, man. So they didn't follow the ways of the New World Order. They didn't say, okay, yeah, we're gonna follow your ways, Esau. You see, the elect aren't gonna go for that, man. Okay, and so for what? So for that, Esau, some of us he's gonna kill. you know, all right, but all hope is not lost, you see, because it talks about that in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 about how there's no basically they counted our life as madness, okay, but really in the end they're going to be amazed by the strangeness of our salvation. All right.
And it says, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years.
Right, which is the kingdom.
That's right.
You see that? The kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Shai is gonna be set up as soon as Yahweh Shai comes back. All right, and it's gonna be more than 1,000 years, but that 1,000 years, these devils are gonna be in hardcore bondage. All right, building up the kingdom. All right, and their first task is gonna be to bury all the dead bodies that Yahweh Shai makes, man. Yahweh Shai is gonna make a lot of dead bodies, man. A lot of people are gonna die, okay? Because there's gonna be wars, man, in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. Okay, go ahead, brother.
This is Job 18, verse 8. It says, "For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare." That's going into Esau. It says, "The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him." And that robber is talking about Yahweh Shai. And when he says that the robber shall prevail against him, that's going into like you mentioned, the kingdom and having his elect reign with him for 1,000 years.
Khan, your pa.
For not accepting that mark, you know, because you have Esau's mark, which is the mark of the beast, but you also have Yahweh Shai's mark, which is his name, you know, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, like it says in Revelation 14. Just that quick precept.
Khan, the water.
And there's another precept, Baba Kushai. I forget what it is, but loosely paraphrasing, it's like the chariots shall come into the house of the thief, you know. And who is the thief? Esau. You know, the chariots, which is Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai coming back to gather his elect.
Khan, we got that in Revelation 18.
I got it.
Yeah, because so we already know that the elect, some of the elect. Matter of fact, we'll get that in Thessalonians. First, let's get 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 first, and then we'll get Revelation 20. All right, if a brother can get that real quick. It's like the last 3 verses. Start at verse 13 actually. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and 13.
That was Peter's.
1 Thessalonians 4 and 13.
Got it.
Okay, Khan, the water.
1 Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 13. It says, "But I would not have you be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahweh Shai died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahweh Shai,
Boom.
will the Most High bring with him."
Them also that sleep. Get that word sleep. Baba Kushai. It says, I would not have you ignorant, brethren, concerning them that are asleep. Okay? And it says, as others that have no hope, right? Because others, first of all, those that are asleep are those that have died in the Lord, all right? In the faith, they've died. They're in the spirit world, right? But guess what? The Most High is still going to allow them to inherit the kingdom if they're of the elect when they come back on the earth. The Most High can put the spirit back in the body, like how Yahweh Shai raised what was it, Lazarus? You know, all right. The Most High can do anything, man. He's the Father of spirits. Okay, just like when Yahweh Shai was crucified, you had certain bodies that came up from the graves, man. All right.
This is G2837. Komayo. It says to cause to sleep, or to put to sleep, or metaphorically to still, calm, quiet, to fall asleep, or to die.
Right. Okay. To die.
Yeah, these 2/3, man, they're spiritually dead, like you said, bro.
That's right.
Right. But that word sleep, concerning them that are asleep, talking about those that are dead, though. You know what I'm saying? Those that are actually dead. If you read that verse again in verse 13. Verse 14.
Verse 14, "For if we believe that Yahweh Shai died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahweh Shai."
You see that? Those that are dead in Yahweh Shai, right? Because the scriptures say the dead in Yahweh Shai will rise first. Well, that's what this is talking about here.
will the Most High bring with him.
Right. You see that? So he's gonna, because the scriptures say that we're gonna be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. How are we gonna be joint heirs in the spirit world? We're gonna be heirs. No, we're gonna be heirs. We're gonna have that inheritance here on the planet Earth, man. When it's established in righteousness. Okay. There should be a couple more verses on that.
Verse 15. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep.
Mm-hmm. Right. So we're not gonna stop the fact that we're not gonna stop basically the kingdom from coming because like basically saying we're not all gonna have to die in order to get to the kingdom.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Read that part again.
For we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain.
You see, those that are on the earth still. Go ahead.
Unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep.
Right. So we're not gonna stop, like I said, the kingdom from coming just because we're not in the spirit world like those who are actually dead. All right, because like I said, you got certain souls that are of the elect. Okay, for example, King Masha, you know, in the spirit world, man. But guess what? Through the spirit, that's King David. You see, you don't think he's gonna be risen up? You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom. That's one example, man. All right, go ahead.
For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel.
Right. So Yahweh Shai himself is going to descend from heaven, as he said, okay, when he was here on the earth, when he comes to deliver or gather together his elect. Go ahead.
And with the trump of the Most High.
You see that? And with the trump sounding the alarm. All right, because when what happened when Yahweh Shai, when the fathership came down on Mount Sinai. All right, it was a loud trump. All right, so loud that the Israelites that heard it, they were scared, man. They didn't they heard that noise or that sound, and they saw that. As a matter of fact, I think that's in Exodus chapter 19. You know, where it says it made that sound, man, a great sound. Okay, and that's that sound that the whole earth is gonna hear when Yahweh Shai comes back. Everybody's gonna know. Everybody's gonna stop what they're doing, and they're gonna see what's going on. All right, go ahead.
And the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first.
You see that? So the dead in Yahweh Shai are gonna rise first. So say, for example, we die, all right, or a man of the Lord dies, right? You don't think the Lord can bring that body back, man? You know what I'm saying? A couple days after we die, you know what I'm saying? Or even longer than that, you know? Anything is possible with the Most High, man. All right, but we know that's one possibility. All right, now let's get that in Revelation. There's more. Okay, go ahead.
Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds.
Right. So there's going to be a chunk of the elect that's actually still going to be on the earth. That's going to be delivered. That shall not taste of death. You see that? And that's going to be the fulfillment of that prophecy.
You got people on earth that are not going to know death, and they're not going to know what it's like to die.
Right. Not in these times, you know, because we're in those times, man. All right. Maybe 200, 300, 400, 500 years ago, you could say, oh, man, I don't know when he's going to come back because we don't know what the mark of the beast is, this and that. But the mark of the beast is here.
Sealed, yeah, man. That's when before this knowledge was out, you know.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
But now that the seals are broken, and we got the truth now, there's going to be brethren that aren't going to taste of death.
The seals are loosed, brother, like you said, you know. And so these scriptures, they have to be fulfilled now. All right. Ever since 1960s, really, you started to see that the elect being woken up, man.
Right.
Okay. And now this truth is uncontainable. Go ahead.
It says, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. And
we're gonna reign with Yahweh Shai forever and ever, man. All right, with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You got a precept?
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 19.
Revelation 20.
It says, Thy dead men shall live together with my dead body. Shall they arise, awake, and sing? Yea, that dwelleth in dust, for thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead. Going into how the men that are seeking him early, is going to not was dead in the world, but now which is not dead because they have awoken early to the voice of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. I have one more verse. This is verse 20. It says, "Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors." Talking about the elect of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai that is not going to die. About thee, hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be passed over. Because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to bring holy hell and judgment upon this earth, to kill off those. But those chambers that they're hiding in, isn't going to be a normal chamber. It's going to be a chariot of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, because that's the only way that they're going to live through that second death, or what is to come.
Right. Exactly. Read that prior verse, the first one you started off with,
this is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 19. It says, thy dead men shall live together.
Right. So thy dead men shall live together. So those dead men, those are the men that are going to be raised up. You see what I'm saying? Those are the men that are going to be raised up, that are physically dead. All right, that were physically killed, like we read in Revelation 12. All right, that are going to be not resuscitated, but raised up, resurrected. Con. Go ahead, brother.
Together with my dead body shall they arise, awake and sing.
Mm-hmm.
Ye that dwell in dust.
Right. Awake and sing, ye that dwell in dust. All right, those that are actually dead. All right, those men are going to be actually physically raised up. They're going to be physically resurrected. The water for that word, I keep getting reincarnated now as resurrected. And that's the beautiful thing about it, man. Okay. All right, so that was it on that, right?
There's more into it. It says, "For thy dew is as the dew of herbs, and the earth shall cast out the dead." For thy dew is the dew of herbs. It's like pouring water on a seed. It's going to sprout forth. But yeah,
the words of the Most High is life, man. If he wants us to live, we gonna live. All right, we got that in Revelation 20.
We read Revelation.
We read 20. 18.
I can get first. Oh, okay.
That's what
right, con. All right, Revelation 18, verse 4, I think, right? Yeah, con. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins."
Right, that voice from heaven, that's the same voice that we read earlier. All right, going into the voice of Yahweh Shai, man, that loud noise, man. All right, that loud trump. Okay, saying, "Come out of her, my people, come out of Babylon the Great," being physically delivered from America. We're gonna be physically caught up, man. And that's what. Did we read that in 1 Thessalonians already? We still gotta get that one. We're gonna get that one next.
Peter too.
We read 1 Thessalonians.
Yeah,
you read that one. Okay, cool.
1 Peter 4 and 15.
Oh yeah, 1 Peter.
Go ahead and continue in Revelation 18.
It says, "That ye be not partakers of her sins, and ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities."
Right. You see that? So that we be not partakers of her plagues, like the brother just read in Isaiah 26?
26 and 19.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Until the indignation of the Lord be overpassed.
And that
you
plague
see?
is ultimately talking about the thermonuclear missiles.
Right.
That hellfire.
Right.
Coming down on Babylon, man. Like it talks about in is it Zechariah
Yep,
or
that's the
Zephaniah?
spirit.
Zephaniah chapter 1.
Zechariah, where their eyes shall consume in her eyes, in her sockets.
Yeah, come.
I think that's like 11?
Mm-hmm.
Zechariah chapter 11, if I'm not mistaken. This is the plague wherewith I will plague. And also you got Malachi chapter 4, the last verse. "Lest I come and smite the earth with a curse," which the Lord will come and smite the earth with a curse. That curse being, like we said, the thermonuclear missiles, man.
Right.
All right. So let's go ahead and get that. You said first. What would you have some help?
Nah, that was 1 Peter.
Let's get them scriptures. Let's get the ones that we.
All right, this is Psalms 37 and 37. It says, "Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace." You know, going into how the elect, the ones that die on this side, it's going to be beautiful for them to die and not to be in this world anymore, because this is coming. It says, "But the salvation of the righteous is of Yahweh. He is their strength in the time of trouble." So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is going to be the strength going through this hell that's coming from the chariots and coming from Esau's own devices. Verse 40, it says, "And Yahweh shall help them and deliver them," talking about the chariots coming back to deliver the elect. "He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him." Do you want that in Peter's?
So the chariots is going to be a blessing to the elect.
That's right.
And the 1/3, but to the 2/3 and the heathen is going to be a terrifying curse.
Right. Like the scriptures say in I believe it's 2nd Ezra. It talks about how the righteous shall suffer straight things and shall see the wide, but the wicked shall suffer straight things, yet shall not see the wide. You see? Because guess what happens? We're all gonna pretty much catch hell. We're all gonna be tried, right? Like it talks about in the scripture in Jeremiah, where it says Jacob's trouble is at hand. Well, not at hand, but Jacob's trouble is coming. But guess what? The elect shall be saved out of it. All right.
Baba Kushai got one more precept. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, starting at verse 34, going into how the elect's going to be saved out of the transgressions that's coming thereof by these thermonuclear missiles and by the chariots of the Most High. And this is talking about the chariots. This is 34. It says, "Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm." 35, it says, "They shall smite one upon another, and they shall smite down a great multitude of stars." So I get the card jiggle. It says, "They shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own stars," going to these 2/3, "and blood shall be from the sword to the belly, and dung of men unto the camel's hoof." These are the chariots that's going to come back, and they're going to slay utterly old and young, just like Esau's going to do. But they're going to do it all in righteousness, because the Most High has to come back and cleanse this earth. But yeah, so the chariots, the clouds are going to come from all sides just to do the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
The scriptures say that every eye shall see it. Ooh. Like you see in that movie Independence Day, man. Brothers always mention that movie. That giant chariot, blotting out the sun, the whole city. That reminds me of that video. I think was it Elder Yatazak posted on WhatsApp today. There was a huge chariot over Florida somewhere, I think.
Yeah, or like Orlando or somewhere like that.
Yeah, with the smaller chariots coming out of it.
Right.
And I got this precept, if I may.
Go ahead, brother.
Zechariah 5 verse 1 says, "Then I turned and lift up mine eyes and looked, and behold a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth." So they're just that quick precept, man. How this chariot's going to be a curse,
Right.
among those that steal it. It says, For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off, as on that side according to it.
Right.
You know, and that also goes into Esau, you know, because Esau has stolen a man. You know, actually, yeah, he has stolen everything. All right, because he is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, and by his doings shall he receive the same. You know, that's why Revelations 13, 9, and 10 speaks so powerful. You know, but Baba Shah, you got it.
Gone. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get those. The one in 1 Peter.
1 Peter's 4.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that one.
All right.
You know,
this is 1 Peter's chapter 4, starting at verse 14. No, verse 15.
Verse 13.
Sorry, 13. All right, this is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 13. It says, "But rejoice in such as ye are partakers of Hamashiach suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy."
right. See, whenever we suffer for the sake of pushing this gospel, pushing this word, even though it may seem like, oh man, I'm catching hell, this is whack. I mean, you're gonna catch hell anyway, so you might as well catch hell for profit. You might as well catch hell for the storing up your treasures in heaven, man. All right, spiritual profit. Okay, because when you do that, the Most High is pleased with that, man. You know, when you're pushing the word or serving Him, yeah, you're gonna catch some flack. Okay, but it's best that you do that you catch flack for doing righteousness than catching flack for actually, you know, killing somebody. All right, or for actually committing adultery. Go ahead.
Verse 14, it says, "If ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye."
Right. You see that? If you be reproached, if you be reprimanded, all right, if you be punished for the name, for using the name, all right, for pushing the name, then you got to think about it. Well, at least I didn't do something wicked to get punished. I did something righteous and I got punished. Go ahead.
"For the spirit of glory and of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai resteth upon you."
Right. Because a man that doesn't have the spirit isn't going to push the name of the Lord. That's why none of these Christians are pushing the name of the Lord. And they chilling. Because why? This world loves its own. You see that? Yahweh Shai is not for everyone, man. So you're not going to hear a Christian talk about Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. Okay? Because these Christians aren't getting persecuted. We're the ones getting persecuted.
That's right.
Okay? And it's going to come. We ain't even really getting persecuted yet. We're going to see persecution. All right? And it's going to be because we are in this truth. Go ahead.
"On their part, he is evil spoken of."
Right. On their part, meaning the part of those who oppose him, those who are not with Yahweh Shai. All right? They speak evil of him. Go ahead.
But on your part, he is glorified.
Right, but on your part, he is glorified. Why? Because we're actually glorifying him. We're exalting his name. We're proclaiming it amongst our people, which is what we've been commanded to do, pursuing the Ezekiel chapter 3. Okay, is that it on that?
Verse 15. It says, "But let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer."
Right? You see that? So don't be a nigga, because if you be a nigga, you're gonna get punished anyway.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? If you start selling drugs, you start robbing, you know what I'm saying, hitting licks, okay, you're gonna be punished anyway. You see? Go ahead.
"Or as a busybody."
Right. A nosy rumor spreader. Okay. All up in everybody's business, man. Being the news reporter.
Always ready to rebuke someone else, but you don't want to look at all the bull crap you be doing. You know.
Yeah, man.
A lot of brothers got that demon on them. You know.
And you pray for brothers. You know what I'm saying. But those that obviously aren't brothers, those that obviously are opposing the truth, you rebuke them, man. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna read that part over. It says, or as a busybody in other men's matters. Verse 16. It says, yet if any man suffereth as a Christian, or as a Hebrew Israelite, or as a
anointed one, because that's what the word Christian, that's what the word in the Greek, goes into anointed. Okay,
someone anointed to proclaim Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
Because we know that's the anoint, that's the spiritual anointing.
Right.
The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right. I'm gonna read that again. It says, yet if any man suffereth as a Christian, let him not be ashamed, but
let him not be ashamed. Right, because you might start, oh man, your job looking, hey, are you a Hebrew Israelite? Are you? I saw this video of you. Is that you? And then you got two options, man. You be ashamed, or hey, it's me. And then say, okay, well, you can't work here. Okay. But but the scriptures say, blessed is he whosoever is not offended in me.
That's right.
Talking about Yahushua, if you say you believe in Yahushua, man, but you offended in him, how can you receive mercy, man? You know what I'm saying? You're blocking your blessings, as they say.
Murmurings coming at you,
Right.
And that's when you might be at risk of being persecuted.
That's right.
Yep. For Yahushua's sake.
That's right.
God. Right? So you can see the sentiment, how they would want to kill us when all hell breaks loose. Which is why that's our only option. Either the chariots or death, man. Or getting killed. Go ahead.
It says, but let him glorify Yahweh Shem Yahushai on this behalf. That's it. On that one.
God, yeah, and that's how you glorify the Lord, by proclaiming his name. All right. And you said we had a couple more, right? One in what was that one? We got Thessalonians. The one that you sent me. Read the ones we haven't read yet.
All right.
On the WhatsApp you sent me.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see. You got that in Isaiah. Yeah. We got that in 1 Peter.
Ecclesiastes 41.
Okay, cool. We got. All right. Let's end off on Isaiah 66. Read 15, but we're gonna read down. Unless Kawhi, you had anything else?
I'll get Isaiah 66.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I ain't even. Okay, we got all of them. That's what's up.
Got it, bro.
You said Isaiah 66?
Or you want to
verse 15.
Verse 15?
Say what?
This is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. It says, for behold, Yahweh will come with fire.
Right, Yahushua is going to come with fire. All right, the fire that's going to come from the chariots that he's going to be riding in.
That's right.
All right, and he's also going to put the spirit on these other nations to shoot thermonuclear missiles upon themselves. All right, upon America mainly. Go ahead.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flame of fire.
Right. You see that anger that he's anxiously been waiting to exude upon these wicked demons. All right, that's what's going to come. All right, the recompense for all the wickedness that's been done to the nation of Israel. All right, and the transgressions of the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father. Man, go ahead.
For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh by Shem Yahushai plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai shall be many.
Right, and when many is many, man, most, okay, most the slain, most people are going to be. That's what. Just read that verse again. Read that phrase again. The slain of the Lord. You got to read. The slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay, most people are going to be slain. As you see right now, that's living right now, are going to be slain by by Yahushua. Man, go ahead.
It says, for by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai shall be many.
Go ahead.
Verse 17, it says, they that sanctify themselves.
You see, this is the point right here. Okay, the elect All right, those that are separate, the Kodashim, okay, the holy ones, the saints, they're what?
And they shall be sanctified. Well, Salakia, they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst of eating swine's flesh.
In the midst of all this wickedness, all right, they're going to be what? Purifying themselves. Okay, go.
And the abominations and the mouth shall be consumed together, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. For I know their works and their thoughts.
You see that? Yahushua sees the works. He's not unrighteous to forget our labor of love that we've been doing.
That's right.
Okay? And so he knows that, yeah, even unto death, we may have to suffer it, but guess what? We still, that reward is still ain't gonna go away. Okay? It's still not gonna go away. Like it talks about in Hebrews chapter 11, all right, those that basically perished, but they didn't see the promise. Okay? Now we see that Yahushua is the way. All right, we see that the hope is near, man. All right, we're very close to getting into the kingdom if we're those men. Okay, so there's no need to worry, all right, or doubt. Go ahead.
It says, I'm going to read 18 again. It says, for I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. You know, verse 19.
Right, and so that's going to be in the kingdom. All right, when all of these, when we'll read that verse again.
It says, for I know their works and their thoughts, and it shall come, and that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory.
Okay, Khan. Right, gather all nations in tongues. When you go into Revelation chapter 14 and talks about the 144,000, man. Okay, so we good to go on that.
Well, I mean, because whenever it says all the Salakia, whenever he says, I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. You know, that's talking about the diaspora. You know, because Israel's gonna come looking like all nations.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
Hey, so it's talking about the confusion of face. Do you want more on that? Verse 19?
That was, yeah, if there's more, you can keep reading.
No,
but that was the point. That was the point I wanted to get, you know, going into how there's going to be those that even through all the destruction are going to be saved, you know, that last part after verse 15. So, brothers, had any more precepts?
Hey, man, just, hey, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, man.
God.
Hey, because we're very near, man, near our deliverance, man. Like you said, man, there's a lot of, some of us gonna have to, some of us are gonna die, some of us are gonna be martyred. Some brothers are gonna not taste death, you know. Some of us might have to endure, you know, like you said, guillotines, and Esau might even bring back crucifixion, you know.
You know, but we all must endure until that last end. You know, we all have to push forth and push for the mark of Yahweh, so Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai can be glorified. You know.
Hey, so with that, we're gonna give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rachakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.